Dear student of Standard 6, welcome back to my economics class. Today I will discuss Chapter 8, Lecture 2. Our today's lesson is Citizen and Citizenship. At first, the word citizen derived from the Latin word civics. Civics is the study of citizenship. That means the study of the rights and duties of citizen is called civics. Do you know him? He is Professor Aristotle. He is called the father of the political science. We know that citizens are those who reside in the city. But in ancient time, Aristotle believed that those who directly involved in the administration were regarded as citizens. But his idea was not accepted by all because in the Greek city-state concept, women and slaves were not included as citizens and they could not participate in the state affairs. And after that, different political scientists has given different definition about citizen and citizenship. So, according to political scientist Harold J. Lasky, he has told that the persons who take facilities of the state and remain loyal to the state are called citizens. According to Professor Gettel, he has told that citizen is the member of that political society who is committed to discharge duties for that society and he is entitled to enjoy all facilities. So, who are citizens? So, to be a citizen should be a permanent member of a state. He or she must show allegiance to the state. He or she must perform duties and responsibilities to the state. And last one, he or she will enjoy political and social rights from the state. So, if any person will fulfill these four conditions, he or she will be considered as citizen of that state. Now, citizenship. A citizen gets citizenship according to the identity of the state. The concept of citizenship first arose in towns and city-states of ancient Greece, where it generally applied to property owners but not to women, slaves, or the poor members of the community. But at present, this concept has changed. That means citizenship is the status of being a citizen, along with the rights, duties, and privileges of being a citizen. An example of citizenship is someone being born in the United States and having access to all the same freedoms and rights as those already living in the US. Now, what is the difference between citizen and citizenship? Citizen is a person and citizenship is that person's status or relationship to a nation, state, or other body. Now, are the all inhabitants of a country called citizens? No, all the inhabitants of a country are not called citizens. Besides the permanent inhabitants of own country, many people of different countries also live in a state. They live for many reasons such as education, business, service, etc. purposes. They known as foreigners. Though the foreigners do not live permanently, so they do not have loyalty towards the state and they can enjoy only the social rights in the state where they live in. but they cannot enjoy any political rights of the government or state. So, the foreigners are not called citizens. Now, good citizen. Good citizenship means to conduct oneself in accordance with the rights, duties, and privileges of being an inhabitant of a geographical location by means of birth. The personal qualities of a good citizen include the following. So, obviously, he or she will carry these qualities, that is honesty, integrity, responsibility, and respectfulness. Here I have given a list to be a better or good citizen, just for your information. So here a good citizen should volunteer to be active in your community, be honest and trustworthy, follow rules and laws, respect the rights and others, be informed about the world around you, respect the property of others, be compassionate, take responsibility for your action. So, dear student, you will memorize the definition of citizenship here. Thank you everyone. Stay at your home safely. Today up to this.